Hey, Winsher here, guys. I want to talk about just some basic tips and strategies you're going to see whenever you get the close quarters content here next week. Kind of give you a heads up on the new Conquest Domination game mode. Wow, look at this destruction, huh? Lots been going on in this room. This is position Charlie here, and what you're going to find on these type game modes. You see me as taking fire from that guy. What do? I pull back, let him come to me, because you know how it works, guys. That's what they do every time. But what I'm observing and what works for me on these smaller type close quarters maps, which I'm actually really enjoying, by the way. I'm already hearing a lot of gripes from a lot of the guys, at least in my clan, and a lot of other Battlefield people griping about, wow, you know, this isn't Battlefield, I don't like this and that, or they're just not, for some reason, it's just not settling with some people. I don't think people are really accustomed to, you know, getting killed a lot more often than they're comfortable with. But what I'm observing in these close quarters maps, obviously you got a lot more action going on, a lot more respawning, but it's a much faster game mode, and basically what I've seen is, like, as soon as you capture one flag and you go, you know, in a big grove to go capture the next flag, the team's already gone around or respawned somewhere else on the map, and they're capturing the point that you just captured. So it's like you're a big dog wagging the tail kind of thing. You know, you run around this big circle all the time, you know, frantically running to capture the next point. Well, my overall strategy now is I'm tired of running around. I'm just going to be the lazy soldier here. And I'm going to hold down a position after I go through the effort of cleaning out the people on it, capturing it, and I'm going to hold the damn thing because I'm tired of running across the map just to go capture an empty point, or, you know, killing one guy that's sitting on the point, capturing it, and then running on to the next. So you're going to see that a lot whenever you do play the game, and I would encourage you to start trying to basically have certain members of your team go out and capture points, and have certain members stay and guard capture points, because that's the whole point of the game and the Conquest Domination, is to retain the positions that you hold. And that's what I'm doing here in this game mode on this map. I'm just basically holding down position Charlie. Look at me spawn right here, right on top of these guys. It's completely clueless. I mean, I had a respawn beacon right here. And of course, I'm using my weapon of choice. This is the M417. I've done a weapon review on this gun. It's a lot of fun to use. You can see there at those close ranges. It's just, I mean, it doesn't fire that fast, but it doesn't matter what it makes up for, or what it lacks in speed, it makes up for in damage. Just one shot kill right there again, and there's 2 headshots in a row. And this, you know, this beastie little gun, I just love the sound of it, the feel of it, the look of it. That's an incredible weapon. One of my favorites already. And I think it's undisputed that the weapons in this content are just incredible. Everybody likes the new weapons, myself included. I think they're really well made, and they just hit it out of the park in terms of the weapon design. So here I'm going to move on to Scrapyard. This will be the last couple clips I show you here. And again, this is a 14 kill streak, which is, you know, it's still capable of getting, you're still capable of getting big kill streaks on these maps if you play smartly. And even though there's close quarters and they're frantic and you got guys everywhere, you can still handle it. One thing I don't like about these close quarters maps I've noticed is that, at least on the console side, we're capped at 8 players per side instead of 12. I think that's kind of ridiculous, since we're already kind of limited on consoles in terms of player count. I don't know why they deem it necessary to reduce the player count by 4 players. That's a huge number of players on consoles. So to me, it kind of slows down the gameplay, if anything, because we need those players. But again, here I'm going to pick a position, and I would prefer to have a little more wide open position, like position alpha, considering the weapon choice I have. And I'm going to put my tugs down, and I'm going to observe this position. I'm going to hold it and defend it. And as you're going to see, I'm just going to, kind of watch the access points on my position. I got that tugs there to help me out. But one thing you want to keep in mind with the Recon class and your tugs, or your motion detector, basically it only detects motion on the actual level you're on. It doesn't detect anything below me. So until these guys get up here on my level, I'm not really going to know they're there, but I can listen to it beeping too. That's another cue I hear sometimes when I can't stare at my mini-map all the time. Whenever it beeps kind of a different tone or frequency, that's an indication to me, with an audio signal basically, that there's a detection on it. So just one of those things to keep in mind when you're playing the Recon class, which is my growing favorite class now with this type of weapon. The other thing I'll be putting a video out about is the support class overall. I think they've really buffed the support class now, and I think they're just absolutely deadly now. It doesn't matter which gun you use, whether it be the PKP or the M27, just, you know, the L86. All those weapons are just absolutely incredible, and I would basically argue that any support class weapon is much better than any assault class weapon now. I'll take those extra rounds any day over, you know, the 30-round clips you guys got in those assault class kits. But look at these ranges right here. This is what this gun's good for. I mean, just absolute incredible amount of suppressive fire I'm getting on these guys. I love the red dot sight on this thing, our holographic sight. Just laying it down there. And then at the same point in time, I'm holding down this stairwell. There's another access point over there. My teammates are being pretty good about watching. And fortunately, we got some aggressive players too that are going on and capturing other positions. So we go on and win this match. And I go like 40-10 on it. And this, I mean, I don't consider this camping. This is what you got to do to hold down the position. And this is what this game mode's about. And this is what you're going to expect to see. And combat efficiency ribbons, and you know, that's what you want to do. This is, I mean, this is how you get big points in this game. But also, you can find yourself in certain locations on maps like here, as I was looking at. You can see a lot of access points on the map. I got this corridor to my left. There's another bridge coming down from that level. There's a bridge in the middle of the map, kind of a scaffolding in the middle of the map here. I mean, there's a lot I can see from this vantage point. Granted, the team's going to have an elevation advantage on me up here if I come across another recon. But I've got cover to my right. I can take cover behind if somebody's throwing bullets from that ramp up there towards me, like here. I don't know where that shot's coming from. I'm going to pull back, shake off that suppressive fire, watch for his muzzle flash or smoke plume, and there he is. And now I've got the advantage because I've got, you know, 20 rounds in a clip. And look what happens. That's why I'm going to outshine any other recon class guy. And that's why I think this gun's one of the best guns in the game. I just cannot stand the bolt action type sniper rifles. They just don't do anything for me. I mean, it's not easy to watch that scaffold or that stairwell behind me. It's not like I can really hear guys running up it. They can kind of poke their head up over it. And I've got a lot going on over here too. And there again, another bolt action guy trying to go up against me. As long as I try to expose as little as my body as possible, as less frequent as possible too. That's another thing you got to do or think in mind to increase your survivability is, you know, there's a lot of areas right here I'm vulnerable to. I mean, I can't obviously survey everything. I got to keep moving. I got to keep trying to determine where the enemy is and pull back anytime I'm taking damage. You know, this is what you got to do. There it is again. Combat efficiency ribbon, and you know how I guys like to do it. There you go. Can't go wrong with the combat efficiency mode. So, again, these are the kind of things you want to run through your mind. Just don't be... you can still maintain the Battlefield 3 mentality in these type of, if you want to call them Call of Duty, or excuse me, Counter-Strike type of maps. Even though there's a lot of, you know, frantic, high-paced stuff going on, you can still think wisely and smartly. Use your weapon to your advantage. Use terrain to your advantage. You can still get massive kill streaks. You can still get massive points. And you can have a lot of fun with these maps. So don't just discount them right off the bat saying, you know, I just can't do this. Adapt your gameplay. Think smartly. Think on your feet. Stay cool. And just give yourself some time. It took me some time to kind of get a feel for these maps. I mean, I didn't do a lot of research on them. I just got in here and started, you know, playing with them. And then I've developed and formulated a strategy that works for me. I don't have it figured out on every map, but certain maps, you know, I know what I'm comfortable with. And it all depends on the weapon you choose. You know, that's more important than anything in this game, guys, is you understanding the weapon that you're using. That's absolutely critical. Know its limitations. Don't be over-aggressive. Don't push your weapon beyond its capabilities and put yourself in a situation where you're just going to lose against a shotgun or something. So here again, I got pretty aggressive here. And I just said, hell with you guys. I can take you all out. And wrapped it up there again with this little Rambo run and gun mode there. But again, keep those tips in mind, guys. this is a great content. I'm really excited about it. I'm really enjoying it. And it's great for a YouTube guy like me because the maps are shorter, more intense. There's less, you know, stuff I got to snip out and edit out. So I'm really enjoying it from that perspective too. Please like, subscribe video if it helped you out, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll have more to come. Check out my montage on the close quarters content. It's a pretty nice little montage. And my review of some of the close quarters weapons. Thanks for watching again.